All right. All right. All right. Now we're back. You know I love to be here helping the people. It's all about helping you, the people. And I'm not here to talk about the race, the color. Sorry, I had a text. Give me just 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Busy day. We got a lot of work to do. Sorry, I had a text. Give me just 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Busy day. We got a lot of work to do. All right, cool. Make sure I had to make sure I hear myself. All right, good. So, what's crazy is on the Prophet Preaches show, we talk about Proverbs 31:3. Um, we do a verse of the day on every show. What's crazy is on the Prophet Preaches show. All right, good. All right. So on the Prophet Preaches show, right, we talk about Proverbs 31:3, and I read it. Let's read it in all the translations because it's funny to me. Do not spend your strength on women, your vigor on those who ruin kings. Do not waste your strength on women, on those who ruin kings. Do not give your strength to women, your ways to those who destroy kings. Do not spend your strength on women, or your vigor on those who ruin kings. Do not give thy strength to women, nor thy ways to thy which destroyeth kings. So I think we kind of get the gist of it, right? And what does that mean? Do not give your strength to women, because you have power, you have strength from God, and when you give that away, it will cost you. Now, you know, the Samson and Delilah story is so great because it really warns us. And of course, you know, we're going to start with Shannon Sharpe, right? Now, I'm not happy about this happening to anybody. I'm not talking about this to tell him how bad he is. No, we've all made mistakes. Luckily, my mistakes aren't broadcasted on TV or all over the internet. So 26 minutes ago, this is fresh, this is hot. 9 minutes ago, right? Fresh. Shannon Sharpe out at ESPN after settling $50 million lawsuit with rape accuser. $50 million. 50 million. He had a contract for 100 million, and he just gave $50 million away. And the entire point that I'm trying to make here is a spiritual one, which is, how did he get here? From my spiritual analysis, he gave his strength to women and his vigor to ways that destroy kings. That simple. I just see he didn't listen to scripture. I'm not saying he has to be a Christian. I'm just saying practically he didn't pay attention to the scripture. He didn't pay attention to Samson and Delilah. And man, this is the lesson from it. And if you know it, you know it. And there's some that don't. We would have assumed that Shannon Sharpe would know this. The Shannon Sharpe, right? We would have automatically have the assumption that this would never happen to him. So if he can get caught up, then I believe there's other men that could still fall for this if it's not pointed out and, you know, spoken about out in the public. The woman that got him didn't do anything wrong. She did exactly what she was supposed to do. It tells us in the Bible. Let's just look it up, right? It tells us in the Bible to guard our hearts. Yeah, I got to keep it right here. Oh, because Okay, so let me use this one. Sorry. Let me use this keyboard. Cause I dropped that other keyboard and then I gotta re-put the battery in. I just ain't did it yet. If you joined in, what's up? I see you, man, and I'm very appreciative because again, this is the point of it all, to teach. Philippines 4:7. The phrase "guard our hearts and minds." I want the actual verse here. Let's go to the actual verse. And the peace of God, which was no. That's not what I'm looking for. Yeah, this the one. Sorry. Here. This is what I was looking for. Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. This to me is a extremely important verse for us men. Now I'm not saying this isn't extremely important for women too, because they need this as well, but I know how it is to be a man. So as a man, Proverbs 4:23. Guard your heart above all else, for it determines the course of your life. Keep your heart with all diligence, for from it flows the springs of life. Guard your heart with all diligence, for from it flows springs of life. And Shannon Sharpe at this time, he didn't guard his heart from that woman. He did not guard his heart and ensure that she was safe to be around or even have access to him. And let's just call it what it is. He fell for lust, which is one of the things we try to preach against. We can't fall for the lust. We have to go to God. It's hard, but it's the truth. Because falling for lust, what did it get Shannon Sharpe, right? What did it get him? Huh? $50 million. And that isn't going to be the outcome every time. And that's what gets you into temptation. I've learned that the enemy needs you to think that it's all okay, right? He needs you to believe that, oh, look, I did the wrong and got away with it. That's how he keeps you in the trap. Yeah, you think you get away with it until you don't. That's how he gets you. So, again, this is not to down Shannon Sharpe. This is just a lesson to me and to all men. Guard your heart. It tells you in the Bible to guard your heart. If he guarded his heart, he wouldn't be out of 50 million. And what else? Proverbs 31:3. Take that verse with you. Do not spend your strength on women, your vigor on those who ruin kings. He spent his strength on that woman. See, there's good women, there's godly women, there's women in the Bible like Mary, but guess what? If she ain't like Mary and Martha, the sisters, if she's not like Mary, then no, you shouldn't really be around her. If she's not helping your godly mission and helping multiply it, you shouldn't really be around her. And this is what I'm learning from it. He was around a woman that had zero to do with Nightcap, zero to do with his show where he interviewed people. She had nothing to do with it. She didn't care about it. She didn't help him build it. This isn't the person to be around. Now, I'm gonna pray for Shannon Sharpe. I hope everything go good for him, man. He just lost his job. Luckily, he can fall back on his shows, but he lost a lot of money and a lot of opportunities, and his imagery is now destroyed in a way. So I pray that he has healing through this time. And then we're gonna go to the next topic, and this is fresh as well, which is crazy. 15 minutes ago, 26 minutes ago, right? Fresh. Former NBA star, here, let's just click on one. There's so many of them. Let's just click on one, right? Former NBA, I haven't read any of them because former NBA star Gilbert Arenas arrested on suspicion of running illegal high-stakes poker game from his mansion. I don't know if he's guilty or not. That's not the point of anything that I'm even talking about. It's not about being guilty or not, right? It's about being in that situation in general. So what I see from this, if we try to apply this to the Bible, or we try to apply some scripture or spiritual lenses to this, right? It points me here because the Bible doesn't specifically talk about do not gamble. No. But let's read 1 Timothy 6, 9 through 10. And let's see what it says. Those who want to get rich fall into temptation and a trap and into many foolish and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction. For the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil. Some people, eager for money, have wandered from the faith and pierced themselves with many griefs. Now, one more time when I say this, right? This isn't to judge Gilbert Arenas. This isn't to frame him as a bad person. None of this. That's not the point of... I don't like to review other people. I usually just keep it scripture because I don't want to talk about other people's problems. But I see the lessons here that I can still use to help everyday people, which is, don't become too greedy. These scriptures that we tend to just overlook, they have not just truth to them, but we can see real life examples of how when people don't think that these scriptures matter, they end up coming to fruition and mattering in the end, right? So let's get back to a little bit of Gilbert Arenas here. Let's read a little bit of what it's saying, allegedly, right? Former Washington Star, he's illegal. He was charged with one count of conspiracy to operate a illegal gambling business, one count of operating an illegal gambling business, and one count of one count of conspiracy to operate an illegal gambling business, one count of operating an illegal gambling business, and one count of making false statements to investigators. So they try him with 3 different. Now this is Gil's Arena, right? Like Gilbert Arenas, Gil's Arena, like everybody know about the show, right? And it's like blowing up, and it's a great thing going on. And it was one of the top podcasts when it was winning awards. It just hit over 1 million subscribers. Gil's Arena, it was just on there yesterday, right? Like, and yet Arenas is accused of renting out his mansion in California for the purpose of hosting illegal high-stakes poker games. Arenas reportedly asked another man, Arthur Katz, to stage his mansion, find others to host games, and collect rent from them for Arenas. Katz's name was not listed as one of the arrested parties in the U.S. Attorney's Office released Wednesday. So somebody snitched on this. How did they even figure this out, right? Like, somebody snitched on Gilbert Arenas. And one more time, we gotta relate it to scripture. This is saying those who get rich fall into temptation and trap and into many foolish and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction. That's exactly what happened. If what he is getting accused of is true, then that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. And I feel very bad, right? I think he just got married or something like that. Like, now she got to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's arrested. He in jail right now. Like, being arrested ain't cool. You got your freedom took from you, right? Let's read a little bit more. Okay? They talk about more of his accolades and just what happened. He spent his time in his career, following his playing career, Talking about his son. All 6 men appeared. So 4 other men arrested Wednesday. Arenas' son. So let's go here. 4 other men arrested Wednesday. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to pronounce all their names accurately. Are accused of running the poker games, which featured Pot Limit Omaha, among other illegal games. They are accused of collecting a house fee from those participating in the games and hiring women who serve drinks, provided massages, and offer companionship to the poker players, per the U.S. Attorney's official. So they had it real lavish up in there. Chiefs, valets, and armed guards were also reportedly hired for these games. Golly. Gershamin is a suspected organized crime figure from Israel, per the U.S. Attorney's official release. So all 6 men will appear and be arraigned in the U.S. District Court in downtown Los Angeles on Wednesday. If convicted, they face a statutory maximum sentence of 5 years in federal prison for each count. So if Gilbert Arenas is convicted, he is facing 15 years. 5 years, 3 counts, 15. That is crazy. And you will lose all the money that you was trying to do. If you do 15 years, bro, who gonna do Gil's Arena? You think they won't just listen to everybody else all day? No. I want to go back and just read a little bit with Shannon Sharpe for a second. All right, let's get to the next one. Now, this one came out a couple days ago. I'm just adding this in it because, like, it just goes along with Gilbert Arenas, right? Which is, he was arrested again. Markieff Morris was arrested on casino fraud. Felony charges on casino fraud, right? And that just ties right back into what? Scripture. We go right back into scripture. Those who want to get rich fall into temptation and a trap, and into many foolish and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction. For the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil. Some people, eager for money, have wandered from the faith and pierced themselves with many griefs. And I believe that's what happened. If what they did is true, that's what happened. They wandered from the faith. They wanted more money than they needed, and it ended up costing them. And as men, I think we should learn from that. We should continuously learn, right? That when you get too greedy, moderation is key. When you get too greedy, it can cost you, no matter who you are, no matter the fame. It's not about the fame. It's not about any of that. It's not about the status, the girls, the money in the bank account. Even these are just examples that's out in the open. We don't get to see all the losses. Casino fraud, right? And then lastly, even though this one was even older, I got to throw him in here too. Malik Beasley, right? And I don't know what is going on. Right? I don't know why they all getting caught up for scamming. I don't understand what is going on here. Okay? But if you didn't know about Malik Beasley, was just was coming out too over wire fraud. Malik Beasley is currently under federal investigation for alleged gambling related to NBA game and prop bets. One more time, those who want to get rich fall into temptation and a trap, and into many foolish and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction. It just keeps, look, I'm not the person that's gonna force anybody to listen to scripture. What I'm gonna do is try to speak the scripture out, and the people that want to listen or they get what I'm saying, then they get it. I'm not forcing nobody to listen to my way or the Christian way or any of that. But I am saying that by listen, if logically, if I apply some logic and I read this and then I live by this, then logically, I don't end up like this, like Malik Beasley. I don't end up like this, like Markieff Morris. I don't end up like this, like Gilbert Arenas. Like, this is logic. I'm just saying logically. I don't think these people listen to scripture, and it's showing. Now, that don't mean they're bad people. That's not the point. I'm just saying maybe it is safe to listen to scripture. Maybe it's not as bad as people are paying it out to be. I'm just saying. Now, in conclusion, right, because this isn't the Prophet Preacher show. This is just me giving these examples because this was fresh news. So I had to make sure to get you the examples now of Shannon Sharpe. That was the last one that I was talking about. He didn't listen to scripture, right? He didn't guard his heart with all diligence, for from it flows the springs of life. So what flows from Shannon Sharpe's heart? Nightcap. You know? That's, you see him on there every night pouring his heart into it. And now this girl that he got involved with, she don't care about Nightcap. Did she start Nightcap? No. Is she the co-host? No. Is she gonna show up every day to make sure that everything is running efficient? No. Is she on the payroll? No. So his heart, his spirit was in Nightcap, and then his flesh fell for the woman. So what are the two lessons we're gonna learn here as we leave? Once again, we're just going to end it with scripture, say our prayers, and we're done. So let's go back over the three scriptures that I had pointed out today. One was Proverbs 4:23, guard your heart with all diligence, for from it flows springs of life. Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it, okay? Remember that. You have to remember that, man. 1 Timothy 6:9 through 10. Those who want to get rich fall into temptation and a trap, and into many foolish and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction. For the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil. Some people, eager for money, have wandered from the faith and pierced themselves with many griefs. Okay? So don't forget that one, okay? Because you don't want to be too greedy. And I'm looking for the last one. I don't know. Oh, sorry. Here it is. Proverbs 31:3. And this is my favorite. This is one of my favorites. Because, man, all men need to hear this almost every single day. Especially if she ain't no godly woman. Then do not spend your strength on women, your vigor on those who ruin kings. It specifically tells you, and no matter the translation, do not waste your strength on women, on those who ruin kings. Do not waste your strength on women, on those. Do not give your strength to women, your ways to those who destroy kings. Do not spend your strength on women. Give not thy strength unto women. Do not give your strength to women. Do not give your strength to women. Do not give your strength to women. Okay? So I think we get it, right? If she ain't trying to help you with your godly mission, then you already probably doing something wrong before you even did it. And no offense to Shannon Sharpe, I just don't think he cared about this scripture. He didn't sit here with me and listen to the scripture over and over and over again. Like, you know, you're right. Don't give my strength to women. And when you gave your strength to women, you gave your strength to so many women. Michelle, behind closed doors, thought you was good, had this other girl on the side, probably had some other girls we don't know about. And then what happened? She took your strength, bro. God can give it back, I'm saying. She took your strength. She took your strength. She took your money and left you. Now everybody calling you dumb. So I pray for Shannon Sharpe. I pray for Gilbert Arenas. I pray for Malik Beasley, and I pray for Markieff Morris, because I'm not about trying to kick anybody when they're down. I'm just trying to learn. I'm sure if I mess up, I'm not mad if someone used my mess up to teach others, you know. That's what it's all about, getting better. And I pray that whoever is watching this, I pray that you learn something today, and that you continue to have a great day, right? And you continue to go forward and apply the scripture to your everyday life, because that's our sword, and that's how we fight against the evil and the temptations that we're facing on this earth. No matter your status, no matter your fame, all four of these people back to back is showing you that we all have our own different struggles and tasks from a spiritual warfare standpoint. This isn't about just, oh, well, Shannon has more money. Shannon has more money than us. But guess what? He's not oblivious to or excluded from spiritual war. This is a spiritual war. This ain't what we think it is. Shannon Sharpe got the material money and the material, but spiritually, this is still a warfare, bro. This is a war. So when he was kicking it with the old girl, the girl that got the 50 million, he didn't remember he's at war with her spirit. That's a whole spirit in that body. Do you know that spirit? Do you understand that spirit? Is that spirit from God? Did God send that spirit to you? Is that serious? And if you just give your spirit away like it ain't a warfare, then once you get caught in it, oh, you're $50 million deep, my dude. So remember that, bruh. This is a warfare, my men, especially to my men. No diss to the women, but to my men. Every day you wake up, what is your godly mission and what are you doing to achieve it and who is helping you achieve it? Because it's not going to be a list of women. It ain't even going to be a list of men. Okay? So stay focused, guard your hearts. And I love y'all, and I'll be back later with the Prophet Preacher Show where I'm just talking scripture without talking about other people. All right? So